Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Looks like a nice fall day coming up here today. So
How are you all doing out there? We hope you're doing well. We've got gorgeous weather this week here in Rochester, Minnesota. And Tom, where are we?
I'm glad you asked that because we are at Silver Lake Park. Silver Lake Park, and I don't know if everybody knows this is a man-made lake. It was part of the Works Progress Administration back in the Depression time, and it was dedicated in 1937. WPA. I think it was originally an 85-acre, but now it's claimed as a 50-acre man-made lake. So
a lot of fill-in, erosion, sedimentation.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So anyway, it's beautiful, and what Kelly and I are going to do, we're going to walk around a little bit and kind of celebrate nearby nature a little bit. Of course, the fall colors.
Yeah, we're not as peaky as Northern Minnesota is. We're starting to get our colors here and all those awesome chemicals that we find in our leaves that make them turn
colors. We love the
colors
chemicals. Let's talk about
that are actually healthy for you to eat too. That's why you should eat a colorful palette in your diet.
That's why I love the red tomatoes, the green tomatoes, the yellow tomatoes.
There you go, yeah.
And the
all
lettuce
the
and all that.
tomatoes,
So,
yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about colors because, we've got a lot of green because there's a lot of chlorophyll still in the leaves. But then we're going to start getting more of the reds and the purples. And then we have the, should I say maroon and gold?
Maroon and gold.
Maroon and gold.
Hey, that's University of Minnesota.
Wait a second.
Go Gophers.
Wait a second.
Oh my gosh, Tom.
I'm from Iowa.
Iowa.
I'm from Iowa, and I'm an Iowa Hawkeye.
Ooh, and we need more farmers on the land.
And
nice,
America needs farmers.
America needs more farmers.
So
yes.
anyway, no, black and gold is my favorite fall color, but I'm an alum and a Hawkeye season ticket holder. So, but let's get on with the colors of the lake here.
Yeah.
All right. Was that good enough? All right. Okay. So I'm going to...
That's nice. Good costume work there.
Okay. Good costume work. Now I'm going to get us back into regular mode, and then here we go. All right. I got my hat and then my clipboard.
And your clipboard.
All right, Kelly. What's going on here?
Let's walk. We're going to go over one of these beautiful bridges.
Were these part of the project? They must have been, right?
Yeah, and do you have any idea how many seniors have their pictures taken here and wedding photos also? This is an awesome park in our city. We have so many parks.
Yep.
We have more green space in our city than, well, I'm not going to say than we're supposed to, but we are really blessed with an awesome park system here, and we are really blessed with just a tremendous amount of green space. So this is one of my favorite parks. I've actually been in the water twice.
Could you tell that she's a city council member and probably one of the ambassadors of the city?
Look at this beautiful
yes.
serene lake.
There's three bridges right here, right? There's three.
Yeah,
I could see the one over there and then one coming up here. So,
yep.
Yes. I remember canoeing over here once.
I've kayaked in high school. In high school, we built a series of little inner tube rafts with little 4x4 pieces of plywood on top, and we were out in the middle of the lake for the 4th of July, and that's when I fell in and kind of walked in. It was 3 feet deep, and boy, was it mucky, and you could hear the entire crowd when I fell in. Everybody was just like, ew! And then when my daughter was on rowing crew, we were in a two boat. I forget what it's called, a dual, not a double. I can't remember, but yeah, I fell in the water then too.
So
yeah,
for the record,
it's
so Kelly's been swimming in the lake, or she's swimming like.
We've got a lure in the tree over here.
Yes.
we've got fisher people that come here, which is awesome.
Where is that lure? I can't see that.
It's hanging right there on the end of that the box elder.
Oh, and the box elder tree there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So talking about nearby nature, what kind of tree is this that loses its leaves so incredibly early in the year? They're always one of the first trees to lose their leaves.
It's a soft.
No,
this is
really hardwood. This is a nice hardwood tree.
Oh, okay.
This is a walnut.
A walnut tree,
Yeah.
but not a black walnut. Or is there a black walnut, or is
No,
just
this is a black walnut. Yeah.
Black walnut,
Yeah,
okay.
Not an English walnut, a black walnut. Yeah. So
And it's lost most of its leaves.
lost almost completely defoliated, and they turn yellow. They turn that bright yellow color that we see also in hackberries, and redbuds. Redbuds turn a bright yellow too. That's what they contribute for color in the fall. But isn't this just a great place to just?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Imagine being stressed out, and all you got to do is just like walk through here.
It's nearby nature.
Nearby nature.
Biophilia.
There you go. We've got a lot of natives. These were planted to prevent erosion and also, you know, as a potential goose deterrent. Geese eat grass, so they like grassy areas. And this is a huge deterrent for
That's
geese.
a cup plant here, maybe?
Yeah, we've got
Yep.
cup plant. There was a bunch of compass plants, and I think it was doing so well they had to trim it down a little bit. There's some solidago.
Solidago, goldenrod, a lot of goldenrod in here.
Yeah, coneflowers.
Some coneflowers.
And this is right here. This is right here, just off of Broadway. Not even north of 14th Street. We're like in the core of the city here. This is old neighborhoodville.
Yes.
This is an awesome, awesome place.
One of the best features of Rochester.
Yeah. This is a defining piece of our city here, Silver Lake. There's historic postcards about this.
And they have signage. I like that word signage. But they have signage for the trees here. So if you don't know what these trees are, so here's one right here. Look at that.
It's pretty awesome. You can scan the code to learn more. And yeah, pretty
Siberian elm. I would not have guessed that. So
the ones with the littler leaves.
I'm familiar with growing up with American elms, but there's not so many of them left, unfortunately.
Oh, there aren't.
Yeah.
We have one of the largest American elms in our neighborhood. I think it's wider than it is tall. It's really beautiful.
Wow, and here's an oak tree here. I don't see a sign. Yep.
Signage for that one.
You like the word signage too.
Yeah, signage is a good word. There's some vetch in here. Look at these willows that are starting to come in. They form colonies.
And what's
great
this?
For erosion control. That's a vetch.
I got a vetch that's kind of spreading all over here. Yep,
It's
and
not-
some, okay.
Vetch probably isn't good, but.
But yeah,
Oh, and there's is this Angelica? Angelica
Angelica.
purpurea, I think. Maybe it is. I can't tell. Could be a first year. It's a biennial. Angelica's kind of special. It has to go through two cold stratification processes to germinate, which is kind of neat. So it may sit there for 2 years and finally germinate the third year.
wow.
So if you're going to germinate it at home, you got to stick it in your freezer for 6 weeks, take it out, let it live in the bag for a few months in your house, and stick it back in the freezer or pop it in the ground for that second fall.
Yep. So here we are, and can we talk a little bit more about the biochemicals that are used in?
Ooh, that are used or that are
used?
found?
Oh,
that just
that are
naturally
found.
occur.
Okay.
Actually, they're used in food science too, to color foods. Yeah, and plant chemicals that we eat have high nutrient value.
And yeah, as I switch my camera here, so.
Way to go.
Okay,
now the
here we
sun's in
go.
my eyes. I don't have my visor on.
Okay.
I'll make a hand visor. I'm going to make a hand visor.
I was trying to get the
Ooh,
beautiful.
look at how pretty that is.
Yeah,
with the
try to get
glistening
the
moisture.
things.
We had so much fog last night.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking this way, but anyway.
So there's a lot of green. What's making the green, Tom?
The green is chlorophyll. I
Yeah,
think everybody knows
yeah,
that.
chlorophyll.
And chlorophyll is what, nitrogen. Primarily, it captures energy from the sun, and
ATP.
it's in most of our leaves. It's in all the leaves. And what happens is in the winter, in the fall time frame, the growing season, there's less sun.
Yep.
And so the chlorophyll gets consumed and gets it starts fading away.
The sugars change in the leaf with the colder weather. Yep.
And-
And we get reds and oranges, like in our maples, our chestnuts, our sumacs. Sumacs are where you get those really beautiful burgundy colors.
The burgundy colors,
Yeah.
the maroon
And
colors.
grapes,
Okay.
Yeah.
But we start
those-
with carotenoids, which
Yeah.
are the yellow, like carrots,
Vitamin
yellow
A.
and
Woohoo.
orange,
Yeah.
and anthocyanins.
Anthocyanins. Those
That's
are
a
your
tough
purples.
one for me to say.
Those are your purples.
Anthocyanins.
Anthocyanins. I didn't know what those were when I was first picking beans when I was younger, and Mom was growing the green beans that are actually purple.
Yep.
So you have purple beans on the pod, and then when you cook them, they become like this this yellowy green color, and so they change color in the
So
cooking
the
process.
anthocyanins come out of it and are in the.
Well, they stay there, but they change with the heat. There's
Wow, okay.
must be some sort of an enzymatic change with that heat that happens. I don't know, so it's kind of cool. And anthocyanins are very, very healthy. They're good for you.
There's all great biochemicals for your body, and
Yeah.
as Kelly said, if you
Red
eat different
cabbage versus white cabbage.
if you eat different color vegetables, that's great for you. The other color, which we probably should mention, because oak trees are favorites for a lot of people,
Oh,
is
yes.
the tannin.
The tannins.
The tannins, like going to a tanning salon, which we don't do much anymore.
Or you drink wine with tannins. The oak
Oh,
barrels.
yes, the tannins that you get from oak barrels.
Right.
And
So
stuff. So that's
those
the
just
browse.
aren't
That's
in the
just
leaves.
browse.
It's flowing through phloem and xylem. It's going through those plants up and down.
There you got
Yeah.
another term there for everybody. Our terms, foam and xylem. So let's spin around here, and I'm going to get you walking back. Let's get us over this next bridge. And let's see. Wow. And as we come over to kind of the center part of the east, I guess we're kind of on the northeast side of Silver Lake Park. Where there's a pavilion up here. We got a
We should
playground.
have outdoor skating here in the wintertime.
Outdoor skating. Well, you can make that happen.
You know, there used to be a rat hockey rink right up here when I was in high school.
Yep.
They moved the road though. There's not the rat hockey rink anymore.
Yep.
There used to be a ton of hockey rinks in everywhere across Rochester because, 1980, Miracle on Ice, right? When
Yep.
A couple of high school friends from Mayo and JM played on that team. We beat the Russians. Hockey was a big deal back in the 80s.
And everybody wanted an ice rink. And of course, the weather allowed us to just put them pretty much anywhere up here. So,
Parks has finished the playground there. Looks good.
yes.
Not many geese this morning. They must be out.
I think they go out to the fields,
Yep,
yes?
they must be out in the fields already.
Yes, if you live in Rochester, you're familiar with the geese, the big V formations, going out
Into
to
the
the
wind.
fields, into the wind in the morning, going out to the fields and eating whatever harvested corn may be left over from the farmers, and then they come back generally in the evening time and roost in here.
In the 70s and 80s, the population of the geese, Tom, used to be close to the equivalent of the population of the people here in
Yeah,
Rochester.
it was like 50, 60,000 or more.
Yeah, and it was so cool because the lake was kept open because of the energy plant's discharge, right? Warm water kept the lake open, so that sort of created the breeding ground.
Yep.
And it was once thought that this species of geese was close to extinction, so they didn't, try to eradicate it. They wanted to let that population grow, and now we know differently, and we've got some minor public health issues with that. The goose poop was a big deal.
You could actually get goose poop art from local artists here in town.
Right. Look at some more of this willow growing here.
A lot of willow.
Great erosion control.
So willow is one of the desirables that they want to have along the bank here. Not only to allow, the erosion control, but also to kind of keep the geese from kind of just gathering all over. Right? They still nest in there, though, right?
They'll nest in the nice little places where they're secluded. I don't know that this much willow is what's wanted.
It's a lot of willow right in this area.
So we got really nice interpretive education here again. Parks is doing a great job at trying to educate the public on our places and why we're doing what we're doing here.
Over 100 species of native plants were planted in this in the buffer area. So beautiful area.
Look at all those gaillardia leaves. They're just going to sprout. It looks like they're a first year from overwintered seeds.
Yep.
Nice.
Yes. Some gaillardia. All right.
Gaillardia?
And then we got I see
It's a gaillardia.
and I see aster.
Oh, look at the aster.
I love
Nice.
asters.
Aster.
I've got to get some New England aster in my
Oh,
garden.
there's a bunch through there.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, they tend to form, native plants tend to form colonies because that's where they drop their seeds, and then those seeds germinate, and the seeds from native plants, will fall where they fall.
So
Sometimes they're carried on the wind, but yeah.
So Kelly, I walked the trail up north where I live, and I see all these beautiful asters, a lot of them along the Douglas Trail, and I want some. So what's the best way for me to get the seeds and kind of propagate them in my yard?
Just take your fork out in any public park or state park and just start digging it up.
Just dig the plant.
Yeah, isn't that what people can do?
I don't know. Can you? I don't know. Can you
No,
do that?
you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You can participate.
Should I just seed save, or do I spread seeds?
You can seed save. You can purchase seeds. You can start a community effort to go do stream side and water side cleanup.
There's our Rochester skyline back there behind our.
Organize a group to collect seed and redistribute them into areas. Cascade Meadows, where we did one of our shows,
Yep.
does seed collecting. And there's all kinds of ways.
Isaac
to
Walton
feed it.
was
You can
Isaac
share and
Walton's this
divide.
way?
Isaac Walton's right there. The cabin is right there. You can
okay.
barely see it through the trees.
I don't know if we can even walk up there, but
we can. We can sneak up through the woods.
we can sneak up. So what's the story about Isaac Walton here? Because I remember having an event up here once. This is still a society here in...
Yep, and they have they maintain the wetlands out on Salem Road, just past Maywood Road.
Yep.
That's on the south side of Salem Road.
Okay.
Opening through the
I don't know.
Are we gonna go off road?
I don't know. I can see it up there. Right, we're gonna go. Here we go. So I'm gonna let Kelly be the trailblazer. Okay, boy, we're near by nature now. Yes, and that's good for soil.
It's a great little wildflower. It blooms in the summer.
And then here's this little gem in the woods here.
Job on the buckthorn, sort of.
Yeah.
A lot of honeysuckle, which is now an invasive. Actually, this is buckthorn. So
Yeah, here's some buckthorn here. Oh gosh. So.
I'm holding the branch.
Okay. Yep. Thanks, Kelly. Okay. All right. Here we are, and looks like it's been put down for the end of the season here.
So this is the Isaac Walton cabin.
So yeah.
Let's go see this bench and say goodbye.
This is the Isaac Walton cabin. If you've ever been here for an event, it's got a great location, especially as the fall.
And great society. This is about preserving nature, preserving our wetlands, and preserving where most of our biodiversity happens.
Awesome. Okay.
We should have probably researched Isaac Walton.
Yes, I didn't do enough of that research that I probably should have. But anyway, so here we are. All right.
Let's have a little seat on this dedicated bench. There's one of our lovely entrepreneurs doing
Yep.
the little canoeing paddle boats.
So here we are, and we're trying to decide. I think we've already decided. Have we already decided? Should we do another show?
I don't know. Do people want us to do
I
another
don't
show?
know.
Or are they pretty much ready
So
for us to wrap it
yeah.
up?
Post your votes now.
Done for us. Yeah, another quiz, online quiz. Yeah. Give us the thumbs up. Drop a comment. Yeah, we love you. You're awesome. We want to sponsor you, and we'll be your cameraman for next year. Are we going to do this next year?
I think we should.
I think we should too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can come up with some new ideas, and actually we can start in the spring.
People can submit ideas. People can submit ideas.
So submit ideas. What do you want us to talk about relative to horticulture skills or just
clean
our projects?
Water,
clean
plant
water,
biodiversity, nearby nature, local food,
pollinators,
climate change,
plant biodiversity.
Plant biodiversity. That's our 7 priorities.
That's our
for
7.
University of Minnesota Extension.
So
those are our 7 priorities.
So with that, we're going to end this episode and episode 16.
Episode 16, and you're going to tell us if you want us to end the season now or go through the end of October. Maybe they just want us to talk less.
They just want us to talk less. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with
Thanks,
that,
everybody.
Goodbye.